and 11, Kawhi Leonard, Nick Batum, Serge Ibaka, Paul George, and they'll line up tonight. Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Valanciunas, Grayson.
One of the things we talked about were low turnovers. Low turnovers because, number one, doesn't allow as Beverly hits that three. Grizzlies need to get clean, good looks on their possession so that they can set up their defensive transition.
Kyle Anderson responds with a piece. I mean, can you dig it? Paul George, baseline, reversing it up and in. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, subpar games last night. Valanciunas goes to the hook off glass. Beverly, baseline drive, stolen by Anderson. Grizzlies trying to come back the other way, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Nice. Finding Brooks in transition for the dunk. This is a Clipper team that leads the league in all the shooting categories. Dump down, Paul George with a layup. Percentage. Ibaka thought about it, instead puts it on the deck. Great dump down to Leonard.
It was 3 for 4 on threes.
Oh, what a great denial by Morant to climb the ladder and force the turnover. Now at the controls, to the rim, and in and one.
A smaller space to be able to get the lob over the top. Didn't allow Ibaka to push him up the lane.
Ibaka from outside, surge out in the NBA. Valanciunas went 2 for 2 from 3 last night. Morant will try for 3. Bango. Morant, Valanciunas no. And the rebound, Leonard in the crowd. Leonard on a slalom. Whoa.
Big able to finish. Tonight, no settling from the perimeter at all for Kawhi Leonard.
Lou Williams drives, finger rolls it up and in, and a foul.
For the Clippers.
Valanciunas, shot clock down to 5, goes into his move, turn and gun from the baseline, it's in for Valanciunas.
With the attacks of the basket, he has 3 assists here early on, and when he feels as though he has any type mismatch, again, they're able to go over the...
Man, into the scene, Kawhi Leonard, a spot-up triple try, it's down, and Leonard...
Kawhi Leonard, that the Grizzlies fans did not want to see.
Melton's 3 is through. Well, it's a
great offensive play.
Which you can say that a lot about Lou Williams. Here's Clark for 3, bango. Brandon Clark lays Lou Williams against Tyus Jones. 4 seconds, Lou Williams drives, ball fake, he got all the way to the rim. And Taylor's up
for Desmond Bane with Paul George. Not because of skill as Paul George is able to get to the front of the rim.
83.7 to be precise, number 1 in the NBA. Paul George, a baseline gun that goes.
Their stars are engaged tonight, partner. They aren't allowing the Grizzlies to feel comfortable as Melton knocks down his second 3 of the game. But the Grizzlies are going to have to buckle down a little bit on this defensive side.
Yep. Works baseline, blocked by Kyle. Picked up by Brooks. Anderson. Nifty layup, getting all the way.
Use their speed to increase the pace of the game.
Lou Williams got all the way inside. Tillman with a ball fake. Nice move against Zubats. Got to the rim. With 4 guys who are in the top 20 of three-point percentage. Here's Paul George. He slaloms, scoops, and scores. Paul George.
They started the game today in terms of in attack mode. They were getting whatever they wanted. Now starting to settle just a little.
Bane off glass.
Penetration or in mid-post post-ups.
Ibaka drives and scores. Jackson for the Clippers. Valanciunas, great hands off the feet.
Down a couple of 3s.
Grizzlies have already lost more games to injury this year than they did all last year. Oh, great backdoor cut by Bane, and what a find by Grayson. Clippers have their starting 5 on the floor. They've led by as many as 8.
Throws away uncharacteristic. That's Kyle's 3rd turnover here in this first half.
Paul George finds an open Beverly. Beverly, his second 7. Paul George out, Lou Williams is in. Leonard for 3, and down the well it goes. Beverly drives. Lou Williams got by Morant, great pass. Ibaka up and in, and Paul George covered up by Allen. Beverly a corner 3, puts it in, Pat Beverly.
Well, you never want to put yourself in too much of a hole against a high-octane offensive team.
Morant. Morant drives, beautiful dish. Valanciunas met by Ibaka and picked up by Batum. First block for Ibaka tonight. For years, an elite level shot blocker. Kyle Anderson with a backhanded layup going rock hammer and start chipping away. Morant, full head of steam, bank, no. Valanciunas follows and powers it in. Spins into trouble. George has it back. Dylan Brooks. Beverly rolls and finishes. Patrick Beverly now. George hooks it out to Batum. An open three. Puts it in. Nick
insisting on them at least take a look at it.
Yeah, I think the crew's going to go back, look at the video, and regret that they didn't take a look at it. Dylan Brooks.
And that gets looked at.
Leonard rises and hits. Kawhi Leonard. Whoa. That's too tall even for Ibaka. Kyle, Dylan, underlaid. Kyle, yes, and a foul. Clippers a perfect 9 for 9 from the stripe. Leonard, dribble penetration, sets up Batum for the corner three. Good again for Valanciunas. And then this is thrown away. Morant. It was deflected. Morant will take it and lay it in.
And that was just
Brandon Clark into the game. Dylan Brooks guarding Leonard, who sweeps a hook up and in.
I was about to say, which one of them?
That could be a lot of people. Here's Kawhi Leonard for three. Puts it in. Mark.
So this is right now the Grizzlies going to have to find offensive energy, but defensive energy to slow a good move here by Morant to match baskets with the Clippers.
Grizzlies got it within 10. Zubats, man.
Well, they only had 2 points in the paint at the last timeout. Coming out, they've been attacking. The paint there is melting on the attack.
Flip of the script from last night. Lou Williams for three. Here, Lou Williams killed the Grizzlies, averaging 9 assists in the 3-game set. Morant, yes.
Times now, and on both possessions, he's yet to touch the ball with a smaller defender on him.
Williams able to turn the corner, sets up Mann for three, and Terrence Mann. Lou Williams floats it up and in. An entirely different Lou Williams. So let me ask you a question about the All-Star game. As the Grizzlies see the shot clock go down to 5, here's Tyus. He's got a three. It's through for Tyus Jones. Fair point. A dozen for DeAnthony, who averages 9 a game. Man, I'll tell you what, Terrence Mann has
playing these minutes off of the bench for the Clippers.
Zubats with the emphatic reach to take it away. Kawhi Leonard for three. Rebound, Kyle Anderson. Morant leaking out, and Kyle Anderson, that's the second time in as many 10, his 6th of the season. Morant drives, dishes, Valanciunas puts 2 more home.
The same level as this player. Good hands here by Kyle Anderson, but when I played in Cleveland, that's how we did with Sean Kemp. Knew it was a double-double.
What a great look. Dylan, tough chance, puts it in anyway.
Get a basket. The Grizzlies.
Paul George out of the double team. Ibaka attacks and finishes. Leonard goes to the spin. Boy, he looked like he got an extra step in there. Beverly to a rolling Ibaka. He lays it in.
No quickness is going to stop size.
Valanciunas had it knocked away. His 2nd of the game. Anderson for three. Yes!
Got to get back defensively, though.
Batum, an open three. And the Bulls never play well in Washington. They did get the win last year. The triple-double by Morant. Dylan Brooks for three. Brooks has come up big.
They are coming together at the right time.
The only team they lost to, this Clipper bunch. Batum off balance. And Batum. Cavangeli into the game. Sets up Reggie Jackson for a corner three to beat the shot first at Staples Center as part of that monster 7-game road trip. Man.
Whoever the guard was that was in